y'all. It is Hope here from Crafty Hope, and welcome. I am continuing to work on the index card today, or ICAD series, and this is card 18. The Daisy Yellow prompt today is parallel, and the mixed media ICAD prompt is burlap. I am starting with the burlap portion of the prompt. As you see, I've got a piece of burlap, and I've got my little what is that? It's a little jelly plate. I believe it's a 3x5 jelly plate, so it fits my index card perfectly. So I've put down I don't even know what color that is, y'all. I'll put it in the description box below. It's kind of a mustardy yellow, and I believe it's from Folk Art. And so I used my piece of burlap as the texture for my jelly plate. Now, if you don't know what a jelly plate is, it's a mono printing plate that picks up textures and stencils and is great for many uses. I think I have a video actually showing how different ways I've used my jelly plate. So I'll try to put that in that upper right corner up there. But I'm using it just to get this burlap texture onto my card. So I've got another layer of paint here, and that is robin's egg, and it's the Target brand of acrylic paint. At least that's where I got it. So I put a little bit of that down, and now I am picking it up around the edges because somehow I didn't get the other one on the edges, and then just randomly on the card. And I'm going to do this a couple more times. There's Americana Bluegrass Green. And again, I am putting just a little bit of paint down on my jelly plate, brayering that out with my little brayer so that it covers the whole card. I'm going to clean off my brayer real quick on a separate piece of paper. Use my burlap lightly on there. And I am getting, y'all, because burlap has holes in it, I'm getting a little bit of paint on my fingers. So that's just, you know, that's a me thing. I'm okay with getting a little paint on my fingers. So I let that be. And again, I am just randomly picking up bits of that color onto my card, giving it some texture. Now, you'll see that. It's a really neat texture. I like the texture of burlap. I don't like how itchy burlap is, but I like the texture. So I put a little bit of titanium white down, and I think I'm just using this to clean up my card. Well, I wanted to get that white onto my burlap for one thing, but I'm not going to put that on my card. I'm just going to pick that up with a different piece of paper, and it cleans off my jelly plate and all of that. This is Amsterdam acrylic ink in primary magenta, and I am putting 2 little drops here and letting them run down my card. This is my contribution for parallel because I had a feeling these would run fairly parallel to each other. They do. It's not exact for sure, but I'll bring parallel in here kind of in just a little bit. But you see, that's pretty parallel for just letting it drip. So I've let that drip. Ta-da, done. And I think I'm gonna dry that real quick. And so far right there, I've got both of my prompts done. But I've decided I'm going to take my little piece of burlap that I have colored on my jelly plate. I'm going to cut it down so it fits my card just a little bit better. Now, y'all, I really enjoyed this one. I got to play a little bit with this one and experiment on this card and came up with a couple of things that I really enjoyed. For one, I made this frame with this burlap. I thought that was pretty cool. I think here's where I'm going to dry that. Nope. I'm going to grab a page from a yearbook and cut out a random guy and decide he is who I'm sorry, hold on. Deciding he is who I'm going to frame with that little piece of burlap. Now I'm going to dry that ink. All right, I decided I needed some mark making on here. So I am drawing lots of little tiny parallel lines. Look at that. I don't know if they're exactly parallel, but doing a little bit of mark making in the background, and then I'm going to take just a ballpoint pen. I tried this one at first. I ended up switching to another one. This one, Just didn't work for me so great. So I'll switch to another one here in a minute. But again, I'm just drawing parallel lines straight down from that. See, this one's starting to give me fits. So I'm going to grab my, this is one of my Dollar Tree pens. Again, it's just a ballpoint pen. Just something I didn't care if it gets messed up. So, yeah, I am thrifty to a fault. So I'm drawing all these parallel lines. If it goes over some of the other ones, I wasn't caring. And then I'm going to turn the page and go the other way. I'm not using a ruler or anything like that, just kind of freehanding this, letting it be kind of sketchy and give movement. And you'll see how there in the middle, I've left a big open hole. I have done that so much lately on these cards. I keep finding these big holes in the middle of my cards because I don't want anything to be in the middle to be the focal, and I'm working on it, y'all. I don't want to tell you what day I am on as I record this, but we're getting toward the end and I'm still finding myself leaving that big hole. I decided I need a little bit of white, wanted a little bit of accent on here, so I took a Uniball Signo white gel pen and I'm just adding a dot inside each of those dark black lines I had made with my Sharpie paint pen. And then I've got some instant coffee that's dried up, so I've sprayed it a little bit, and I'm just going to add a touch of splatter on the card just to, I think I was trying to fight that open space there in the middle, not realizing what I had done there. Once that is dry, I have pulled out my matte gel medium, and I am going to stick down my burlap frame to my yearbook dude, and then I'll stick him down onto the page. And I think after that, I'm just going to find some words. I can't, oh, I should have pulled that card out so I could look at it and tell you what it says, but we'll see in just a minute. If y'all have any questions about ICAD or my process or materials that I didn't answer in this video, please leave me a comment. I love hearing what y'all have to say about what I've made here, and I want to know who's out there talking, watching these videos. So, please, y'all leave me a comment. Introduce yourselves. Let me know who you are. All right, so that little bucket there is just some different words I have cut out from books and other little things and thrown into that little international coffee tin. And so I just pulled this one out and I'm going to use my Oohoo glue stick to stick it down. And it says, I'm not sure I ever will. And that's it, guys. I am done with this fun little card. I appreciate you watching. Keep on crafting on. Bye.